way. For some reason that he only understood. It will be much easier for God to remove them from Egypt and straight through a shorter distance, and boom, they're right there at the promised land. But no, God didn't do that. It says, when Pharaoh let the people go, God did not lead them on the road through the Philistines' country, though that was shorter. For God said, if they face war, they might change their minds and return to Egypt. Aha! So if God will have led them through a shorter way, and if there were problems on the way, since the distance from where they left as slavery and where they will be then, since the distance will be shorter, that was just common sense for the Israelites to go back. Now I could see what God was doing. If the distance from Egypt to where they'll be going will be shorter. In other words, if, let's say, Egypt is point A, but they are going to, let's say, point D, but they must pass through point B. So God may be saying, if they went through point B, the point B being short distance, and if they face problem, they will likely return, because the distance was shorter, back to where they came from, the land of slavery. But God had a master plan. God had a different plan. He didn't take them through the shorter way. No. So God led the people around by the desert road toward the Red Sea. The Israelites went up of Egypt armed for battle. So God didn't take them through the shorter way, but He took them through the desert toward the road to the Red Sea. So that was a longer distance. Now, what actually happened in the Red Sea? Come with me to Exodus 14, verse 10 to 31. I'm just going to skim around. I will not go word for word. I'm going to just juggle my way around so I should save time. Because I know you're waiting for me to tell you what happened. What did the God of Red Sea, what did He do? Right there, now we're there now. Exodus 14 from verse 10. It says, as Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up. So now they were in the Red Sea. But it says, as Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up, and there were the Egyptians marching after them. They were terrified and cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, was it because there were no graves in Egypt? Was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us to the desert to die? What have you done to us by bringing us out of Egypt? Didn't we say to you in Egypt, leave us alone, let us serve the Egyptians? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert. So now they were now in the Red Sea. They went through the desert. Now, they looked back. And that's just natural. If you are going somewhere, there's a tendency that you just look back for some reason. And that's good. For security reason, it's good for you. If you're going forward, you can look back. It's okay to do so for security reason. You don't know somebody may be following you. You do not know somebody may be following you. So it's okay to look back if you are going forward. It's okay. It's for secure reason. That is pre-planned. It is to prepare ahead. It is defensive in nature. It is also for offensive in nature. So the Israelites, they looked back and they saw the Egyptians. Now they cried. They began to blame Moses. Why didn't you leave us in Egypt to serve the Egyptians? Now they put Moses on the spot. Moses was just the messenger. God's doing was to relieve them from slavery. Moses was just the messenger. But Moses was there in their presence. So it was natural for the Israelites to begin to question Moses' intention. But they forgot that it wasn't Moses, it was God. See, it's natural to confront the person whom you see right away in your presence. Because God is there. You can only feel his intensity. But you're going to see him. So it was natural for them to begin to blame Moses. But Moses answered the people. This is verse 13. Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring to you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So now, Moses was giving confidence to the Israelites. Say, listen, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. But be patient. Wait for the Lord to see what God will do. The Egyptians you see today, you will see no more. The same thing I pray for all of you. The Egyptians, the troubles and turbulence, problems, headaches, conditions, they are not tolerable, that are now in your life, in Jesus' name. This is the last time they will follow you. When you look back and see those problems, it's the last time you will look back to see the problem. Because those problems, they are comparable to the Egyptians following the Israelites. And Moses told them, wait, God is about to do. So I pray in Jesus' name that every condition that is similar to the Egyptians following the Israelites, in Jesus' name, you will not see anymore. But you must believe. You must anticipate. Also, you must be in tune with God. Now, in verse 19, then the angel of God, who had been traveling in front of the Israelites' army, withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from in the front and stood behind them, coming between the armies of Egypt and Israel. Throughout the night, the cloud brought darkness to one side of the light, to one side, and light to the other side. So neither went near the other all night long. So the angel stood between the Israelites and the Egyptians. need